ready, if you want to share your screen, I think more people will eventually hop on once they see we've started.
Okay, and I take it you want me to use Discord for this?
Preferably, yes.
Yes, please. And then we'll just watch your screen.
I think I just accidentally closed the game.
No
Okay,
worries.
opening the game back up. There, it should be working now.
Yep.
Okay, and I was thinking I was going to pull you guys onto a PvP map. Like, I don't need everyone, but I need at least someone so I can get on the map.
Yeah, I can volunteer for that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Do you guys have a character name to send me? I would send it via message on Discord.
Oh, we're friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think ideally we'd have 3 people, one on the opposite team too, for what I want to show.
I can be a punching dummy, crash dummy.
Okay, can I get one more name via private message on Discord?
I don't. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh shit! How do I do that? Which channel? Is it the PvP channel?
Just right-click on her name and just send her a DM, a private message.
I'm not friends with her. That's the thing. Oh, right. Okay, you mean in Discord.
Hi, adventurer. I've got
Message. What's my name? Oh.
Nah.
I've said that before.
It came with it comes with numbers at the end, which was tagged on by the gamer, the game, which I kind of forget about. But...
And if you guys have any questions about builds and stuff, this is probably going to be driven more by question than by prior planning. Because I don't know where you guys are at for what your training is.
Basic beginner to intermediate level, I suppose, and then Grim, the expert.
Which is like intermediate compared to you.
All like beginners here.
Okay, so there was something interesting I wanted to show you. Like, very few people know this trick. It's not essential to know, but I was hoping to get more people to know it. So might as well real quick. Okay, Lena, I'm going to go over to node 3. Don't stand on it yet.
Okay.
Grim, come here as well.
On my way.
Y'all in PvP right now?
Yeah. You can
just,
watch me on stream.
Just
I mean,
click
on
the
Discord stream.
It's just 4 people. She's just doing a demonstration to explain stuff.
Okay.
Now, this little thing I wanted to show you guys real quick is something you'd use more later, but this is something that I wanted more people to know about, and this is a good chance to show it. Lena, can you come over here?
Yeah, I can come up. Yep. On your side?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm up here with you guys.
Okay, Lena, stand on the node a moment. Okay, so you see when Lena's on the node, it starts to turn red slowly, like takes 20-something seconds, I believe, when it's one person. It takes less time when there's more. And when I'm on the node...
Let me stay on it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, when I'm on the node, nobody can get progress for it. Now, if I stand off the node and Lena's on the node, like, just stand there for a good long while, I'm gonna show you something. Like, you can see it slowly starting to fill up. Okay. Now, Lena, I want you to get off the node quickly. And notice how I took over your cap progress. It didn't drain and start all over again. It's remembered that it was partially capped, and I was able to take it over when you stepped off of it. Like, if you see that little bar filling up,
yeah,
it should be close to empty, right, if it was going to reset when you stepped off of it. But I can actually take over your progress and be able to cap the node in less time if you weren't there anymore.
Sorry, where's the bar again? Which bar are you talking about?
On the map.
Are you able to see node number 3, the little teardrop icon?
On the mini-map, you mean? Oh, okay. So that's quite a small thing.
No, not the
Okay,
mini-map.
switch.
On the node, are you able to see number 3 starting to turn red?
Oh, right, yeah, okay, yes.
Okay, so I step off of it, and then back on, and Lena, if you get off again, now it just turned into blue. But it didn't drain, I actually was able to take over the cap progress. So I can now cap this node in less time because somebody else was standing on it before me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Okay, so now here's a thing you can do. Like, if you're fighting somebody and you're 1 versus 1, you don't want to stand on the node if you can trick them into standing on it for you. Because if you can then swoop in and kill them at the last few seconds, then you can just insta-cap the node pretty much. Lena, do you want to stand on the node again?
Oh, it doesn't drain away. It just stays there. Does it ever drain away?
Yeah, it does start to drain slowly when there's nobody on the node. Like, it takes it takes around 20 seconds if it was close to full to empty completely.
Okay.
So if I was to come in and kill them, step to make sure it's not being emptied by my presence. And if I was to kill them, then now I've capped a node in 4 seconds instead of needing to wait the full 20, 24, however many seconds exactly it is. Okay, can we go over to node 2, guys? Those of you that are on the map with me. So now there's some movement stuff you can do too. Like, actually I think 1 would be better for showing you guys this one. Okay, Grim, can you stand at the foot of the stairs about where I'm standing? Okay, Lena, come with me. Okay, now let's say you were on the node. Yeah, just get on the node. Now, I arrive first, let's say. Like, I'm coming from 2, let's say, and I'm running up the stairs. I could just wait behind here and not wait for my... Like, I could just wait here for it to be mostly full. Grim, start moving. Come up here. onto the Grim, move on to the node. Okay. So you can get a teammate to come to the node, and you can use the 2 versus 1 mechanics, or however many people you have more than the enemy, to also cap nodes faster than you normally would be able to.
So we just use Lena's progress to come over and like steal it because we outnumbered her.
Yeah. Now this is not something that is commonly known. I literally can only think of 3 players on the entire server that know this trick.
Yeah, I totally didn't know that. That's nuts.
Now, realistically, this is hard to replicate in a disorganized solo queue match. There's only a few little situations that are pretty situational where you'd get to use it. Unless you're a warlock, in which case you can use the crap out of it, because, like, you're super fast and you can be the second person to show up quite a bit.
Well, more reason for everyone to want to kill me, huh?
Kill, kill, kill.
Now, you can also do, like, Wizard is actually the other class that can use the crap out of this as well, but they can do something very different. Do we have any wizards in our...
Hey, I'm a wizard,
Okay.
but I'm not in game right now.
I have a wizard.
I can log in if you want to wait a minute.
Okay, that'd be good. I need one wizard to demonstrate this one.
The
Logging in.
feared class.
It's like if there's a healer, kill them first. Unless there's a wizard, then kill them first.
Yeah, when a wizard appears in the battlefield, like I can taste my testicles, basically.
All right, logging in.
And I was like, great, this is gonna be a long match.
Are y'all having
And
trouble
I
on
need
Discord
a,
hearing people? Because like everybody on Discord for me is like going in and out, in and out.
That's probably a connection issue.
Yeah. Could be that.
Everybody sounds fine to me.
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the wizard who logged in, I need your name on Discord so I can find you.
Okay.
Pirate Queen Aurora.
I found you.
Zach's trying to get an invite into this PvP round.
Just testing
Okay, let me
stuff.
think
not
about how to
PvP.
go about this for test. Okay, Aurora, you're on my team, and Lena, I need you to come to 2.
Okay.
Okay, stand on 2. And Aurora, you have repel on your bar. I want you to wait for number 2 to be almost capped, and then I want you to push Lena Ray off the node.
Do that.
Lena, can you stand close to the back edge? So that
She's
it's
like,
easier?
oh, I could totally push Relina.
No, I use that a lot for that. I push people.
Okay, now I would do it now. Okay, now step on the node, and you see what happened there. We capped it. And it was in
that's
only like 3
sneaky.
seconds.
That's sneaky.
I do that a
is
lot.
Awesome.
Yeah, now, Wizards, part of the reason they're so damn effective at winning matches compared to basically everything else except maybe Fighter, it's because of that. Their repel allows them to not be dependent on damage in order to swing matches by a dramatic amount.
Will that work with the cleric's knockback?
The Cleric's knockback I don't think is in use anymore. Like, I don't remember experiencing it at all recently.
Let me see if I can get it
Sunburst.
to work.
Yeah, there is. It
Yeah, it's not
They
knocking
have
you guys
one, I
backwards.
just don't remember people using it
range,
recently.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
no,
might
it's
be
like
kinda-
a breeze.
Yeah, it's not knocking you guys backwards.
Okay, now, realistically, in a node fight on 2, there'd be a lot of people here. Like, let's say there's like 3 guys on 2, on one team, and another 3 guys. Now, let's say one of those teams has a wizard. Now, one of those people pushes off one of the people on the other team. That amount of, like, when you have multiple people on a node, nodes cap faster. Like, instead of taking 24-ish seconds to cap the node, it would take much less time because there's more people on it in a case like that. But let's say you've got a wizard and they have repel on tab and they manage to hit more than one person and knock
I have it on tab.
both of them off, for example.
I always keep it on tab.
The other team might be able to cap the node in the amount of time it takes to get for those 2 people to get back on. It depends on whether or not they're free to move back onto the node. Like, you can use CCs. Ideally, you've got someone who can root to make sure they don't get back on. And I think, like, in middle fights, like, the more common thing you would do, instead of people knowing how to do the pre-capping stuff, is they just try to kill someone, because that basically does the same thing. And whoever gets the first kill on 2 at the beginning of the match, because everyone goes to 2 at the beginning of the match, usually, is like, whoever kills first is going to take over the node most likely, unless the enemy gets a really short respawn timer and is able to come back in time. But most likely they're going to take it with that many people. Now, when you've just killed somebody, like, I'm going to kill myself here, and I'm going to show you guys basically how you would start a match. Okay, so let's say I'm with my team, and I'm coming out of spawn, the gates have just come down. Now, I would jump down, mount up, immediately rush to 2, and then I'd be trying to find the weakest person, or like the easiest person to kill, basically. I'd try to get to kill them first, and let's say I succeed. I kill someone, and then I immediately dash over here to 3. Like, let's say there is a squishy red enemy on this node, and it's gray still. Now, I could kill that person and take over their node progress, and now we have 2 nodes in a pretty short amount of time. Did all of that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, let's get into rotating a little bit. Like, one of the number 1 rules that most people don't hear said to them ever, but you will eventually pick up as you get more experienced, is that you never want to outnumber the enemy on a blue node. Like, you'd be surprised how long it took me to have somebody actually say that to me directly. Like,
Say that again?
you never want
Yeah.
to outnumber the enemy team on a blue node. So if you own a node, you want to be 1 versus 1 ideally. The exception is if you are temporarily there and you're planning to leave very quickly. Like, let's say I am a squishy player, for example, and Aurora Oceans needs to come help me eliminate an enemy. Like, let's say Lena Ray and me are on the node. Let's say I was like a super squishy pug or something like that. And I can't be left to defend this node 1 versus 1. So let's say Aurora Oceans is the badass player. They rotate in. They help me quickly eliminate Lena Ray. And then they immediately leave to go back to 2.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's one such situation where you would actually need to outnumber the enemy on a on a blue node. But it's temporary. Like, you never want to be on a node outnumbering an enemy for an extended period of time, if it's blue. Now, if it's red, it's the opposite. You want to outnumber the enemies to capture the red node, or you want to be 1 versus 1, usually. Like, Now, if you had a team that was absolutely slaughtering in a match, like let's say you've capped 2 nodes and you are able to send multiple people without any fear of the enemy team taking it back to the last red node, you could basically... I just lost my train of thought, sorry. Okay, let me start over. Okay, so you've got, let's say, 2 blue nodes on your team. And your team is just crushing it. The enemy team is just getting slaughtered. So now you're able to pressure the last red node. And you're able to send more than one person to do it, at least temporarily. So now, if you've got 2 people on a red node that has only 1 person on it, for example, that node is no longer gaining cap progress. And by or not cap progress, and more than that. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to show you what I'm trying to say. Grim, Aurora, everyone on this map really, just come to 1. I hope I've got enough time to show you before we get booted.
I heard an enemy is about to win.
All here.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just gonna have to
just
start the map over. Sorry.
No, no
Last
problem.
bit was confusing.
That's fine. You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to do this for us. Should we leave? Okay, that's it.
Damn,
We're all
I'm
gonna
trash.
think we're professionals after this. Go out and get slaughtered immediately.
I know, right?
All right, Aurora, today's the day.
No, oh my God, no, don't tell me that. I'm having heart palpitations right now.
That's cool. Just watch out for the ball of smoke.
Aurora,
No.
can you go ahead and cap 3 for me? Like, just cap
Sure.
it all the way.
Okay.
Should I cap 1?
Number 3. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
And are any of you having trouble seeing these teardrop icons?
Sometimes it shows mine on like a really odd spot of the screen.
Yeah, that's my monitor size. I was a bit worried it wouldn't be visible for some people.
I just had to like maneuver my mouse, the camera, to see where it is.
No,
Where do you want me?
Mine does that. Mine shows it all the way off to the side of the screen. Like yours,
Yeah, on the stream it looks good.
yeah, yours looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Aurora's just capped this node. And what I'm going to show you is what happens when I stand on the node. Okay, so notice how the points, like if you look in the right corner, not kind of near the mini-map, a little bit under it, you'll see the bars and how the red bar, in spite of me being present on number 3, is still ticking up in points.
Is it? Where? Where do you see that? Oh, yes, the right corner, underneath the map. Oh,
The
wow.
domination
Okay.
bars, there's 2 of them. Notice the red one is still gaining points even though we're 1 versus 1 on the node. This is because the nodes don't stop generating points just from being stuck in a 1 versus 1 state.
Actually,
or
on my
equal
side,
down state.
the blue is showing on my
That's because it's
side.
your team. Like for
That's building points. Okay.
yeah, for me it would be red because it's the
Okay.
opposite team, but for you it's blue because it's your team.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see that there's points still being generated even though we're standing 1 versus 1. So that means that being 1 versus 1, if you were close to the end of a match, for example, and you need to stop the bleeding on the nodes in order to have a chance at winning, like, this is a very specific situation, but sometimes when you get close to the end of a match, let's say you've got two teams that are really close in points, and, like, sometimes your only chance would be to stop the bleeding entirely and temporarily get off your blue nodes and let them start capping